Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast. All the things that we did not get to during the course of the show today. Apology right out of the gate. This is going to have to be a little bit of a faster cast because we have some people in town that are going to teach monkeys to use sticks and tools. So,
and we are the monkeys.
We definitely are. We have a new system, that we plays the music and all the things that we do, and it's brand new. And so we have to figure out how it all works. And so I'm glad that they're actually taking the time to train us on it. Mm-hmm. When I got here, Rock, you had put your resume in my desk, and I had only been here a week, and then I came in and I was being trained by the guy who I was replacing, and his version of training me was well, we have this machine here and it plays this, and yeah, that's about, just watch. I'm like, there's a whole brand new system. Mm-hmm. And so I had to figure it out. And for the first, and that was one night of training. Mm-hmm. And then he was gone. And I'm like, well, I got to figure it out now. Mm-hmm. So this is really nice. Mm-hmm. I appreciate this more than you know. So let's do a story. What do you got, Rock?
Okay. Wow.
Bring it, girl.
Okay.
Yeah. Rule of 3.
So I found this article that claims that during lockdown, when college classes were having to be done on Zoom or online, whatever, that college women, students who were considered in the hot category.
I wonder whose job it is to rate college students as hot. What
creepy.
Yeah, what scientist got that gig?
Mm-hmm. But their grades went down exponentially.
Absolutely. I totally know why that is. Yeah.
Why?
Because, okay, say you're a teacher, and I have taught college before, and I have had, the girls that try to be cute and curry your favor, not hit on you or anything like that, but they think, and there's this expectation that they're going to get special treatment because they are better looking, and it's nope, you didn't do the work. Sorry. But I could see in some financial or educational institutions where that would not be the case, that you might give different consideration to somebody. And I mean, it happens in other departments other than school. You think about it, good looking people, I think sometimes get a break that people that are of average or below average look, such as Gavin and myself, don't get. Well
done.
Maybe. I don't know.
She's like, maybe I'm good looking. Don't know.
I did not say that.
I've never experienced it. Yeah.
I also do think that
it's like to be a troll.
We'll tell you. But I do think that also with college, you do have people who are more attractive. It leads to popularity, and I think popularity leads to circumstances where they do get help on their homework easier from the nerdier looking people as well.
But another factor is that people who are told that they are good looking develop self-confidence.
Sure,
so,
true.
And when you have confidence and you walk into a room, you walk up to people, you introduce yourselves, you become your best
version of you.
Yeah. Whereas those who believe that they are ugly, those who believe they have nothing to offer, could walk into a room and give out that vibe, and no one really wants to get to know them.
I've always said that in high school, if I had it all to do over again, the thing I would ask for, Solomon, God asked Solomon, what do you want? And he's like, I want wisdom. I would have said confidence because of that reason. It wasn't the kids that were super popular. They weren't always the best at everything, or they weren't always the, apex student, but they were the kids that were confident, and they were able to fake it till they made it, kind of thing. And I think it pays off.
Well, according to this article, the reason that the college women were getting lower grades, it mainly was showing up in the classes where it was the student teacher, back and forth kind of thing. So men, their grades, the attractive men, their grades were doing just fine. But they figured out it probably has something to do with teachers typically are male, not female. And they're kind of got that creepy vibe of oh, she's a good looking, college student. Let them slide a little bit. Whereas with the men students, they were probably making good grades because they are
actually
smart.
good at it. Yeah, because women teachers are like, take that somewhere else, pal.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, you're a meathead, you know?
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
I can see that. I can totally see that.
And I was reading this to see, like, how do they determine who is attractive and who isn't?
Yes, that fascinates me.
They tracked the grades of more than 300 college kids before and after the pandemic hit and had people rate how attractive each one's photo was.
I have seen...
it's people in general.
Yeah, I've seen studies on this stuff. Part of one of my degrees was doing these studies, and there were a couple like that they go to people and they show you lists of or pictures of people, and you rate them on how good looking they are, or if you're looking for a specific outcome, you know, blonde hair, blue eye, whatever, you know. And so, it's just normal people, and they take the average and they assign them a score. We used to do a bit on mainstream radio called Why Not Hot, Reality Check. We did Reality Check, where we would have people send in pictures of themselves and what they rated themselves. We would post a picture of them and then have people rate them and call the person back with their actual rating from people. And as you can imagine, people are not kind.
It was very disappointing.
Why women put themselves through that, I will never know.
Were you shocked by somebody's own version of themselves, like the grade that they gave themselves? Were you kind of like, whoa, that's way too high?
Yeah, like I'm super honest about mine. Like I understand where I sit, you know. But
were you ever in a situation where someone was actually good looking and then you were shocked by the grade that they got from the general public?
Yeah, for lower a lot of times, because people are just mean, you know. They pick out the flaws and like, she's got that trailer park gene or whatever, you know. Because that was another bit we did, Why Not Hot, and it's like she should be, but there's something that doesn't make, you know. Again, these are not good bits, like especially not we don't do them in Christian radio.
Yeah, it sounds just like a horrible life you led before here.
She said judgmentally.
If I'm being honest, I don't get it.
That was the world, you know. That was what you did.
Sad.
Yeah. It's like The Bachelor. It's like
it's online dating.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all of those things, and so we just were in that world. Do you know that there's a thing called the matching hypothesis that says
where you will be in a relationship with someone that you think is on the same level as you looks wise.
Exactly. Like they say that you tend to gravitate towards somebody like that. You have the outliers, you know, like some of these ugly guys that marry models, and you're like, well, you're rich. But like
that's the only thing that explains
it.
But
like you basically, they found when they did the research and they had people, you know, rate people and stuff, and then you'd find that they're together, the correlation was most times people were within like a point of each other on that scale, you know. But
that's to say too that that's not what you should solely base relationships on, because I mean, marriages now these days are 50-50. Yeah. Oh, no. But there is something honest about attraction. And I think sometimes we downplay that and we're like, well, they got to have a good personality. It's not about looks. But you are attracted to somebody. That's the first thing you see. Before you even notice them or talk to them or know them, you see them. And so there is a layer of that that I think you got to just be honest about it. I think we downplay it or we make it wrong to say I was attracted to this person. I think it definitely is a factor that you need to put into the equation, but it can't be the equation. Absolutely. But you've had friends like try to set you up with people that you were not like physically attracted to. No, but I do. But you went to see if there was more. I did, because I do believe that when you get to know someone, their personality can change how you see them. Good or bad. Yeah, good or bad. Right. And so I have been in that situation where I thought, well, maybe a second date. Well, maybe a third date. Yeah. No. When Betty met me, in her mind, I was probably around a 5.5, maybe a 6 on a good day. And now, but when you first met me all these years ago, and then now that she's worked with me and knows me, I'm probably a 3, maybe a 2, maybe a -1. You're being very generous with yourself. Wow.
A 5.5 was generous. I don't, man.
Tough crowd.
That is brutal. Thought I was kind of underplaying it a little bit, but okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this will be fun to go into the weekend because Betty Rock is not going to be here.
That's right.
tomorrow.
I'm not going to be here tomorrow.
She is out. So she
Taking
didn't
a
get
long
fired for
weekend.
that. It was just she was already
No
going to be
one was
planned to be gone. People were thinking that. They're like,
They were.
why, man? Betty Rock said Wally's hideous, and she's gone. So anyway,
They'll never
birthdays?
know.
We have one.
Exciting!
The question
Yes!
is
Bring it,
Kyle.
Okay.
Today is his birthday. Happy birthday, Kyle.
Kyle.
He said, I've been listening since the Total Access days.
Nice. I
You
love
made
that.
it so easy, I probably won't even remember setting this up.
15 years ago was the Total Access days, and Betty
It's a
here for
long
every one of
time.
them.
Yeah.
Whoa.
His question is one that we have answered before.
Uh-oh.
If you could play any professional sport and be at the top of your game, what sport would it be?
Boy.
Oh yeah, like curling was always mine.
Yeah, and I believe I said something like rodeo clown.
Oh, that's fun though. I think if I could change it up, if we did something else, another sport, I think I would be good at pickleball now because that's the thing I'm playing.
It's a growing professional sport here in
It
America.
is. Yeah, they're playing professionally. And it seems so easy, but then I've seen some guys that are professionals and really good, like, oh, okay, well, I'm not even close to that level yet. So I have something to aspire to.
I think I would want to try that thing that you and Marty did, but it wasn't in the real setting. It was like a bobsled, maybe. You go around that thing.
Yes.
That looks like a lot of fun
That'd be
because
cool.
not only would you be in a sport, but you'd actually get to ride in this cart. And that'd be a lot of fun.
It was
Betty.
fun. Yes. Marty was so terrified too, man. And she felt like a champ when she finally conquered it. But all the way up to getting into it, I don't know. And then we're in it and buckled in. I don't think I can do this. I'm like, it's too late now. We're doing this. It's like, we're not getting out. You
You're
are buckled
too
in.
late.
But I got my neck like smashed because I was trying to make sure she was okay. And I was like holding on and trying to hold on to me and like keep her propped up. And you go around these things pulling these G's and my head just goes, pow, pow. I got just like snapped against the
That would
side.
hurt.
Yeah, it's rough, but boy, it's fun.
You're not selling it.
Gavin.
I would just choose golf. I've realized
Yep.
that it's the least go bang your head into a wall
Right.
kind of sport. And if I win one, let's say major a year, that's all I need to do is just win one tournament and I'm going to make like $10+ million because of that.
I don't think anybody understands the pressure of golf.
True.
Because it seems so easy. You smack that little ball
it's
forward
not.
to
So hard.
do it well. And the guys that can play golf and actually hit the ball and tell you where it's going to go. Like for me, it's always a miracle. Like, oh wow, I went straight. But like the pressure of making even a 3-foot putt for $10 million, I can't even imagine that.
I'll get on the green and I will look at the angles of the hole to make sure that I'm going to putt the correct way, and I'll study it for 2 minutes. Get up there and just crush it beyond the hole. And these guys can just do it like lickety split.
I had a friend who was a golf professional. So he was he taught at a golf academy and he taught it and he was at a nice course, and he tried to get onto the PGA Tour, and he would go and he would get past like 1 or 2 rounds and he would do well, but he always folded in like the final rounds. He said the pressure, he says, I'm not built for that pressure, and I always folded. And so then he just kept teaching and things like that, but he could not function at that high level.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do play golf, and to have made it to that, any sports upper echelon is like hard to get to.
Yeah.
But those guys who get up there, like those guys are geniuses and have worked out the mechanics and the geometry of golf while also being like physically gifted.
Yep.
So
Well, with
for them.
that, I think we need to finish this thing up and get to training. Yay! All right, well, that's going to do it for your Aftercast. And as always, thanks for being a potty.